Let's turn to Thailand in the meantime. It has turned into a cauldron of protest, the worst public demonstration in almost a decade. The country has a king and an elected government, and both are facing the wrath of the people. The playboy king is holed up in a luxury hotel in Europe with 20 concubines. The army chief turned prime minister has dissolved opposition parties and made critics disappear. So now young demonstrators in Thailand are dressing up as Harry Potter. This report tells you more.
Thailand's youth donned Harry Potter robes, waved his magic wand at the king and the political elite, and cast a strong spell to secure a true democracy. For more than 2 weeks, young Thais have held daily protests at universities and town halls. They are openly denouncing the King Rama X and the military-backed government of Prime Minister Chan-ocha, a former Janta leader. The young demonstrators say there is more fear than freedom in Thailand. They want a complete overhaul of the constitution.
We have 3 demands today. First, stop harassing civilians. Second, the government needs to dissolve the parliament. And third, annul the constitution and make way for a new one drafted by the people.
The present king took the throne in 2016. He revised the constitution and acquired more powers. In Thailand, insulting the royals will land you in jail for 15 years. The lèse majesté law is being enforced with an iron fist. Protesters are unhappy about all of this, plus the king's disregard for his people. As Thailand fights a pandemic, the king has gone into isolation with 20 concubines. For months, he has been holed up in a luxury hotel in the Bavarian Alps. No wonder he is known as Thailand's playboy king. The protesters see the Prime Minister as a greater villain, especially after an opposition party was dissolved.
We have seen it all along. The government has been trying in many ways to dissolve the FFP. This time they succeeded and we are not okay with this.
Not just parties. Political activists are also under pressure. Many have disappeared. Not just in Thailand, but also in neighboring Laos.
Want to burn the bad things in Thailand, like our Prime Minister, which is not from the democracy or the election.
Prayut first came to power in 2014. As the army chief, he organized a military coup to overthrow an elected government. He retained the position of Prime Minister in 2019. The protesters say the election was rigged. Under his rule, the military, political and royal elite have consolidated power. The protest against this new powerful establishment is the largest since the military coup in 2014. Thailand's history is full of protests, coups and constitutional rewriting. It is happening all over again. A battle between the government-backed monarchy and people's freedom. Bureau Report, WION World is One.